What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Friday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have a healthy amount of games for tonight's main slate. We were due for it because yesterday we had basically nothing going on, just that 3-game main slate. Didn't exactly pan out. Hybrid hit cash games pretty easily, but we didn't really get what we needed. The guys we faded, like Talkman on the Cubs, hit a homer and was very involved. And then, Jose Ramirez went over, so tough slate, but plenty of games tonight. I'm doing free credits in this video. I will give you a code for 15 credits on my website. Just give this video a like. Make sure you are subscribed. I usually do these videos every weekday, and there's usually at least 1 or 2 giveaways a week, so again, just like this video, I'll give you that code after the first couple of my plays. We have a couple of rain games that are worth monitoring. We have the first 2 games on this slate are the biggest threats. The Yankees at Baltimore and the Phillies at Pittsburgh. Going to have to wait until closer to game time to look at the radar. So I'll leave those games out of it. Even the Guardians and White Sox game looks a little iffy. I was looking at Kevin Roth's weather update. He's a meteorologist. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. He was saying about the White Sox game that looks like storms show up at the end of the game, but if the timing's anywhere off, they could end the game whenever they arrive, so it looks a little risky. So let's get into today's picks, though. Pitcher, if I want to spend up here, I'm looking at Kevin Gausman of the Blue Jays against the Angels. Mike Trout is still on the shelf, so he really just has to worry about Shohei Ohtani. Taylor Ward has actually been heating up too, but all in all, the Angels lineup is not too scary. Gausman's been one of the best pitchers in the MLB this year. You're paying a pretty penny. He's a big favorite. He has 10 strikeout upside. Could easily end up being the highest scorer on tonight's slate. He is at home. He's got a 3.18 ERA. He's looked pretty good over the last, other than that 8 on June 6th, he had 2 60s in a row before that, a 55 in there, all 30-plus fantasy points. This guy's been consistent. Like I said, double-digit strikeout upside. He's got a 12 in there, a 13, and 11. So if you have the money, go for it. The Rockies, we got a Coors Field game tonight, the Rockies and Athletics. They're not overly expensive because both teams stink. The A's guys are going to be good value. The Rockies, if you could find a righty. You have 2 lefties on the mound today. So there's, it's not like we have to spend up a ton for the Coors Field game. And we have some of their value plays where we could possibly spend up. Scherzer, not a bad play at home against the Nationals. I might look towards him. He's looked better as of late. Him and Verlander, both shaky starts to their Mets seasons, but they have looked better as of late. I like Bobby Miller as the best dollar for dollar play today. The Dodgers, arguably the best team to stack tonight against Brandon Williamson of the Reds. It's a 9.5 over under. I think they're like minus 250. Bobby Miller's been pretty damn good for the Dodgers. Now, don't get it twisted with that 4.3 ERA. He's had a couple of blown up games, which has ruined his ERA. He's given up 7 6 earned runs in a couple of games. But other than those 2 games where he got 3 and 11 fantasy points, he's been, well above average. 33, 37, 43, 49. He's got high 40s upside. He's going to get you 26 plus fantasy points as he has in every start, but 2 starts this year. A Reds team that isn't too powerful at hitting. The Reds play in a lot of hitter ballparks, Milwaukee, their home field, Cincinnati in their division. But the Dodgers field is not too hitter friendly. I'm not too high on the Reds tonight. I think Bobby Miller could pitch really well. He's very cheap at 8,700. He really just needs over 25 fantasy points to get the job done. And like I said, the Dodgers are arguably the best team to stack tonight. They have one of the highest, if not the highest, team run projected total, and he should get plenty of run support. As long as he goes 5+ innings, he should get in line for the win. And hopefully he gets those strikeouts. I do like Bobby Miller at under 9,000. He looks like the best value play at pitcher tonight. For the infield, we got the Twins in a great matchup against the Royals. Any team playing the Royals, considering that their pitching staff is so bad, is going to be a target on offense. You have Brady Singer, 5.55 ERA. He's just not good. He's a righty. They are at home in Kansas City, but the Twins are still heavy favorites. They got Sonny Gray on the mound, which in terms of pitching, you could look at Sonny Gray as well. Jorge Polanco is projected to come back from the IL tonight. If you look at this game note, in time for the series against the Kansas City Royals this weekend. So if Polanco comes back tonight, he's a switch hitter. He's going to bat in the heart of this lineup. He's only 3,000 on a team that should score runs tonight. I like Jorge Polanco as a value play. He's an above average hitter. Yes, he's been out for a month and a half, but the guy, he goes on rehab stints and all that. It's a hitter. It's not like a pitcher coming back from injury. It's just a hitter. They don't really forget how to hit the ball. It's a great spot tonight. I like the price. Jorge Polanco, got to look at that lineup later on, though, to see if he's actually coming back from the IL. Going to my Guru Credit promo code. If you don't have an account on my website, you can make one. You just got to confirm an email. It takes a minute. Go to the shop page where you usually buy all of your Guru credits. These credits buy you everything off of my website. As you can see here, I offer MLB, NBA, PGA, NFL, Prize Picks, Underdog, and when you go on the sport, it tells you main slate, FanDuel, or DraftKings. When you go to those pages, these coins buy you my content. You can look at lineups that I post. Go to the coupon bar, July, the date, all caps, 28 credits. All capitals, July 28 credits, and you will get a free 15 Guru credits when you hit apply coupon. It will say successfully applied, and the page will reload itself, and your balance should get updated automatically. Again, just like this video, guys. Beginning of a weekend, always like doing giveaways on Friday. I usually do a credit promo code on Fridays. Second infield play, probably my favorite play of the entire slate, Mookie Betts. Projected to score the most fantasy points with the righty-lefty matchup against Brian Williamson of the Reds. Obviously going to be leading off tonight. 4,300. This guy, having another superstar season, batting 280. His homers are up above average. 68 ribbies as a leadoff hitter. This guy's a stud. Probably going to get 5 at-bats tonight with the Dodgers cycling through this lineup. They're huge favorites. 9.5 over-under. There's nothing to not love about Mookie Betts tonight. I'm going to get a ton of exposure to him. He can play 3 positions on FanDuel. And that's basically, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you to pick Mookie Betts really on any given night, especially tonight in a favorable matchup against the Reds. Going into the outfield, I don't know why every, RotoWire, FanDuel, DraftKings, they have Byron Buxton projected to bat 6th tonight. I don't think he's going to bat 6th. Even though it's a righty-righty matchup, doesn't matter. I could see Buxton batting anywhere from 1 to 4 in the lineup. 3,000. Great value play. Kind of a boomer bust guy. He's batting $195. He's kind of been in and out of injuries this year, but his power numbers are pretty good. Hit 2 homers a couple games ago. Maybe more of a GPP play, but he's so cheap, I'm willing to risk it. Maybe even in cash games. It's a great matchup if you're picking Jorge Polanco. It's a nice little stack there. The Twins, one of the best teams to stack tonight against Brady Singer. The Royals stink, so, there's definitely risk with a guy batting under the Mendoza line at 195, but it's a good matchup. He's got great upside. All it takes is, a dinger. Even if he goes 1 for 5, all it takes is a dinger, and he's well ahead of his projection. Last play, I don't know how these Athletics are going to make their lineup, but you got to get some sort of value here. For now, I'm going to put Roberto Laureano, projected to bat cleanup against the lefty Freeland. Any of these righties on the Athletics, 1 through 5 are going to be anywhere from 3,000 to 3,500. Laureano's only 3,100. He gets spot starts against lefties. It's Coors Field. I don't really care about any of the average or homers. The Athletics I know stink, but it's Coors Field. You have 2 bad pitchers in this game. It's still an 11 over under, even with these 2 shitty offenses going at it. So that tells you something, because you know, you might have two bad offenses, but you also have bad pitching going around too. It's, you know, I mean, these are some of the worst teams in the MLB, so we got to take some value where we can get it. Laureano would be a good value play if he's batting anywhere from 1 to 5 in this lineup tonight. You know, another play would be, you know, like a Brent Rooker is projected to bat third. I think he's the same price. Any sort of that kind of value for the A's is good value tonight against Kyle Freeland. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a big main slate tonight. We have 4 games on the after hours slate as well, so I will be playing that. And let's have a great one to kick off our weekend here. Give this video a like. Make sure you get that promo code in there. And until next time, I am the FD Guru. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.